brave adventurers. Welcome to episode 5 of the Bobblehead Boys. I'm Paul Reaume, your friendly neighborhood game master. In the last episode, we got to know the Bobblehead Boys and their intentions behind the characters that they're building. In this episode, we're digging into actually creating these characters. Following the rules for the 2D20 system produced by Modifius, we'll be ironing out all of their stats and equipment in order to get them ready for the upcoming Winter of Adam campaign. That's all I've got. Without further ado, let's get back to the Bobblehead Boys. We've done the Go test, we've done our introductions, so now we're just going to go through the character creation process. So the first step is the special attributes. Has anybody already finished? I think you may be the only one. Did you do your numbers and everything?
Yeah, I was just working that out right now. I got it written down.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure if somebody already did it all.
Better than everybody.
So yeah, the first part is the special attributes. So we just got to spread out our points between strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck.
How do you do this?
So everything starts at 5. You have 5 points to spend, but you can reduce them down to 4 to increase the amount of points you have.
Yeah.
5 plus
And they
5.
can't be increased over 10.
And if you're a specific class like super mutant, you can't go intelligence over 6.
Yeah, intelligence and charisma, I think, max at 6. But also, because you're a super mutant, your starting strength and endurance
Plus
is
2.
7.
Yeah, instead of 5. Yeah.
Strength and endurance is 7.
Starts
Yeah, it's
at
already
7.
here. So your initial strength and endurance attributes are increased by +2 each. Your maximum strength and endurance are increased to 12. But your maximum intelligence and charisma are both reduced to 6. And you may not have more than 4 ranks in any skill.
Being a super mutant doctor.
Okay, wait. So sorry.
So everything starts at 5, and then you have an additional 5 to spend.
Theoretically, you could toss 5 right into, say...
And strength, and you have any one thing is 10, and all the other ones would be 5.
Okay.
Yeah, they have some samples in the book as far as like different ways to spread it out if you want to see. They have balance where you would have like 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 5, 5. So if you don't want to do the math, and then focus, obviously one of them's a lot higher, and then the other ones taper down, and they have specialized where one is really high, and then everything kind of tapers down there. So it's just different ways to break them down. If you know like kind of how you want to run your character. If you're like, I want a really strong guy, and that's it. That was one thing I thought when looking through it. I wish they would have, like instead of wording it that way, I wish they would have just said, here's the number of points that you have to spend.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything has to have at least 4. You can't go over 10. Spend your points as you want. The whole starting at 5, you can take it down to 4 if you want. Like I found that to be a little confusing.
So couldn't you have said just everything starts at 4 and you have 12 points to spend?
I'm going to trust your math because I'm not adding it up that quickly.
5 plus 7, 12.
But yeah, that's my thing. Like, why do it that way? Like, I figure there's a number of better ways of wording it than what they chose to do.
Ooh, oh boy, I'm a rad sponge again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
How many
yeah.
points
He's
do you
got a
get
couple. Like, he can
I think
charge
it's
up rad points and like
by ranks.
I use
It's
it like an
9
atomic
plus your
power.
intelligence.
add rad damage
9
to his
plus
attack.
your
You're like-
intelligence?
Yeah.
Black Panther
Well,
Fallout.
you gave yourself a 9 for intelligence?
Yeah.
I'm like a,
So
I'm
I
like a
get
white panda.
18, you're telling me?
Yeah, 18 tags. Or 18
Kinda like a
skills.
roller.
They're like endangered all by
Nothing
themselves.
can go
Yeah,
higher.
they
Shut
injure
up.
themselves.
You went that smart?
Yeah.
You just went all intelligence.
Yeah, all intelligence and endurance, yeah.
Good golly.
He's
Good
smart
God,
and he
he's
can run away.
Wow.
So
But I'm also a
smart.
psycho.
Mm-hmm.
Like, straight up a psycho.
That's what makes it scary how you're gonna work this one.
I feel like I'm going to have 3 in everything with 18 points.
Wait.
Or are you doing your
How are
skills
you
and
doing
stuff?
this?
So apparently you get 9 skill points to add in, plus your intelligence.
Yeah, so for choosing your skill, well, next is your tag skills.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, so you get 3 tag skills. So your first one's determined from the Go test,
Okay.
and then unless you have something else
You
that
can
gives you an
pick what
extra
we
one.
want.
Yeah. So one of them's already chosen, so you get
Which
2
is
more that you get to
explosives.
tag. Yeah, so you get to
Just
tag
2 more?
2 more. Yeah, and then
I guess it's not. We don't
in
have a
order
base
to so your tag skill starts at rank 2, and
Zero.
then you
So as
get
long as
points
somebody
that you can
tries to
spread out over
I get a
your
radiation
skills.
point.
So just like those things are, at the very beginning, you can't go over 3 when you first start your character, but at eventually your max is 6.
I think it's 4 for a super mutant.
4 is the max.
Yeah,
The max that any skill could go to is 4.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
he's,
shit.
he's not so smart.
As opposed to 6.
Oh, wow. You just put 1 everywhere else.
Well, if you want, but I mean, like, look at the things that you're going to use for your character, right?
Yeah.
You know your guy's going to use probably a lot of melee weapons, so you
Mhm.
probably want to put more points into his melee area.
So I have 14
Mhm.
in total.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you.
Mhm.
I have 8 skill points left, and I don't really care about any of the other skills. Would you let me hold on to them until next level up?
No, you got to do it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well, that's cool. So the damage that I store, so I can use it at any point, right? And every point I choose to spend is an extra 2 radiation damage per face you roll on the die.
Yeah.
But it's calculated after the regular. Like, so if I hit you with a baseball bat as my melee damage,
Yeah.
and I hit you with it and I do 3 damage, then I roll for
You're
the
supercharged.
stored, and that's
Yeah.
a separate entity altogether. That's
disgusting.
that's broke. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was as soon as I read that character, I'm like, that's the deciding factor right there. I would take that character just to be able to do that. Just, like so many things. Like,
Are you going to yell Falcon Punch when you do it?
oh,
Falcon Punch. I like that he was
Immune to
named
poison
after, like, a
radiation.
failed.
And
Yeah,
disease,
I think
you're
of
not
Baymax.
age, you're not gain,
Yeah.
waste.
What up, I'm yo?
VHS kind of technology.
Yeah,
Well, interact with
the one
NPCs,
it was, like, it was
who
around.
know
for
you
6
are a
years.
synth unless they are sympathetic towards synths. The difficulty of tests made by you or your allies increases by 2. When a complication is rolled, they either become hostile or your faction reputation or settlement reputation decreases by 1 per complication generated due to their fear of the Institute. The Institute has given you a unique recall code, an unalterable verbal command that resets your personality and memories. When you hear the code spoken, you become incapacitated until you are retrieved and restored by the Institute.
Oh, we need to find that number at all cost.
so that's
It's a word.
that's Robbie's thing about his character. Is they actually they did the thing, they did the code. A section of his brain pretty much exploded, but he's still functioning.
That's why he woke up in
But
in a
it's clear,
scrapyard,
it's
and that's
obvious
why
he's
you
a
can
synth,
see.
right? Everything
it's
else
obvious
looks
he's a
normal, but
synth.
he's got this blown out part of his brain where you can see he's a synth, but he thinks he looks normal. Everything's fine.
He just combs his hair a different way, and he's like, "Yeah,
it's
it
a,
looks
it's a comb over.
it looks
I'm not
fine."
balding.
He knows
It's
he's a
fine.
synth.
It's fine. Oh, does he? Okay, I don't, because some don't. Yeah,
No, he totally does. That's why he wants revenge on the
right.
on the Institute.
Yeah.
It's like a scorned ex-lover.
Yeah.
You said you'd always love me. And he's just
so I have 4 more. Okay, so I'll just put it under big guns. No, I can only put 3
Nobody
there.
used big guns at all last game.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm using
That was-
big guns.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I knew you were thinking
Yeah.
about it before
Well,
too.
now I
I
don't
thought you
want
were
to.
going to do a big gunner, and then
Yeah.
you went kind of the pyro maniac route.
Like the flamer thing is a big gun, so I'm
I wish I could start with a
if
laser.
if I find a minigun or a fat man, I might
gotta
use
get-
it. But
I
the
gotta get
idea
mine.
is my character's gonna eventually find a flamer and be like, oh my god, this is
I'm like I'm perception.
this
and
is
energy
everything.
weapons. 10.
Yeah.
like this
Like,
is my baby. This is Sasha.
It says level 1 plus. It means you have to be higher than level 1.
You have to be at least level 1.
Which means it's okay.
Oh man, they're gonna cost us so much AP if we're trudging through the snow.
Wow, what is
Adjusting for terrain and obstacles: wet snow, soft snow, and muddy snow is 1 AP. Collapsed building, potholes, snow-covered rubble is 2, and
It's
snow-covered slopes, ice spikes, and sinkholes is 3.
It's like playing
Damn.
Baldur's Gate. They actually physically, like, the game slows your. You'll be walking, and all of a sudden I'm like, why is my character walking slower? It's like, oh, you're walking through mud.
Yeah.
You move slower. You walk through water like this, like just like ankle deep water. And it's like, yeah, now now your character's like just crawling along. I mean, this is bullshit.
This is bullshit. It's one of those things that I didn't notice the first 8 times I watched the Fellowship of the Ring, but when they're on the mountain pass, Legolas is standing on the snow.
Yeah, he just walks across the snow,
Yeah.
and everyone else is like
trudging
Gandalf
through.
is like kind of digging a trench with his
Yeah.
with his.
And
staff.
Legolas is literally walking light of foot.
Yeah, he's an elf. He just walks along the top.
Okay, how do the perk points work?
like skill points?
Skill points, yeah.
9 plus your intelligence.
9 plus your intelligence.
Yep.
So
14.
And you start with 2 already. Your what you tagged,
Yeah, all your
skills
tag
plus
skills
2.
start at 2.
and I haven't chosen another tag yet.
I think you get 3.
Yeah, they're based off of the other things that we've done on the goat, right?
No,
Oh, you
No,
the
just
goat,
choose-
the goat only determined 1.
Yeah, so you get to choose your next 2.
Right. So then you said it was 9 plus intelligence,
Yeah,
so I
so
get
you
to
got
distribute 14 more points.
Here we go. Choosing equipment. This is what you need for.
Was that rad resistance?
Yeah, I get a.
You could have.
No, I do have it there. I have it right here, but I don't want to think that if I break my head, I'm like, oh, I don't get rad resistance because it's actually something my body
Yeah.
itself does. I wrote it in here just so I know when we're in
think I'm
combat,
gonna
but
take this one.
it's a
Depot.
yeah.
And throwing weapon.
Yes,
Spend
when you
1
make it-
AP. Increase range.
I'm
5
gonna
minutes.
be a seeker. You know what sucks is I have to start with a
Cool.
pistol.
Yeah. The gamma gun is considered an energy weapon, I assume, right?
Yeah. You want some good perception.
Fuck. Oh yeah, I do. I was like perception. I look up, I'm like, oh wait, actually, I do have perception because I think I wanted to get a better initiative because I am now sitting at 13, which is higher than Cohen ever was.
I think I'm gonna 14 because I
Initiative?
have like an 8 and a 6.
Yeah, this is where you
How do
start
you
out in
calculate
combat.
initiative?
Perception and agility.
There we go. Which is where we are.
Hold on.
Do
You
I-
already have your perks chosen, I'm guessing then.
Yeah, I
You
picked.
each get 1, right?
I picked dog meat.
I have not
Unless-
chosen any
unless
perks
otherwise.
because I don't have the book for you.
Melee damage.
Oh,
perks
here,
here.
I got the rulebook here if you need it.
My defense is 1, I'm guessing.
Depends on your agility.
Yeah,
It's-
we'll do that. That'll be
Fine.
If
the-
your
we're about
agility
to
is
do the derived.
9, then you
Yeah.
have a defense of 2.
If it's
Otherwise-
not 9, it's 1.
Yeah.
Otherwise, defense is 1.
What about melee damage?
So unless you're over 6, it's a
Yeah,
0.
it's. I think you need a 7 at least for a +1.
In anything?
Yeah. What is your? Yeah, actually, I have it right here. What is your strength score?
9.
9. Then you get a +2 to your melee damage. That's anytime you swing a weapon, you get 2 extra dice or
Nice.
punch.
Awesome.
Is there like a laser pistol on the list of like legacy options or whatever? That stinks.
I don't want to give anything away that's on the list. But a laser pistol is not one of them.
Because there's no like I wanted to. He has
There's
high
no
perception.
relevance.
I wanted to have a high perception. Well, he does have a high perception for energy or explosives being tagged, and I tagged energy weapons. But There's-
Nobody starts with an energy weapon.
unless you're a Brotherhood initiate,
Right.
They get laser pistols. This guy gets a 10mm pistol, and now I'm like, do I switch my perception for agility now? So I can.
Yeah. Like if you don't start with it, it's not something that you really find all that often.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what I want
That's a tough choice.
What's
You
that?
get for like in the starting equipment list, it's either a leather armored chest piece or an arm and a leg.
Oh.
And it's like,
Yeah.
protect 2 random locations or 1 kind of vital location.
Really important one, yeah. Because when you take a crit to your chest, you start bleeding out.
Mhm.
Wait, how many perks do you get?
I get 3. So I get my one that I get a 1 for just having a whatever, and
Having a whatever, what do you mean?
like just everybody gets their 1, and then I get an extra 1 for being a child of Adam. So I get 1 specific to the child of Adam, and then I get 2 others.
Oh. I see. I understand now.
Yeah, he's jacked.
Yeah, but
He
at
does
the
not
cost.
have a pit boy this time.
Yeah, so it really is
Ah.
going to even me out here
Yeah.
because I'm totally not going to be able to hit anybody with the character I'm building right
No.
now, which you're going to fucking love, by the way.
How does
I hate it
I
already.
cannot wait until you ask me what's on this
I feel like
sheet.
there was a lot of sarcasm.
how does the
Oh, I
Not
can't take
gonna
that
hit
perk right now.
anybody
Damn
out
it.
there.
I gotta be level 5 to take that. Okay.
how does the extra ammo work? It says 6 + 3 damage dice. So I rolled the damage dice. Is it only like effects, or is it the number you roll?
It's
I
yeah.
have-
So in effect, it counts as 1.
And then two
Yeah.
bullets counts as 2.
Yep.
So then 2 for 5.
You got 5 extra bullets.
Yeah.
Shit.
What use is a flare gun?
You could light things on fire.
Oh.
It's one of
Only
I
you
could
can
choose a
answer that
10mm
Yeah.
pistol, a flare gun, or a hunting rifle, and I'm like,
Well,
If
hunting
the
rifle-
flare gun and hunting rifle are the options, you absolutely take the hunting rifle.
well, I was going to take the 10mm pistol.
the rifle flare. Why does it have a long barrel?
Heavy bolt action.
Again, I say all of the above.
So a heavy bolt action, would that be a big gun?
So Paul,
No,
and
that's still
I
a small gun.
don't know what else.
Yeah,
I
it's
still
still
haven't.
small
I got my perks. I got my skills.
Yeah, big guns.
I'll
are
have
like
to go in
Gatling
and get my
guns,
weapons,
rocket launchers, flamethrowers.
Yeah, there's not many.
stats
There's like
afterwards.
6.
What is a board?
But I just want you to
It's just a
know
big
that my
2x4.
specials are 4 in
So
strength,
you just hit. It's like a
7 in
club.
perception,
Okay.
4 in endurance,
Do I
4 in
want that
charisma,
or a baseball
5 in
bat?
intelligence, 6 in
I think
agility.
I had a
and 10 in
baseball
luck.
bat last time.
Yeah, I think
10 in luck?
You put all 10 in
What is
your
a
luck.
personal
Yeah.
trinket?
So
What would
immediately
that
I
be?
took my rat
It
sponge.
lets you
Yeah.
regain a luck point.
And I also
basically.
took better
It's like- it could be
better
like
critical.
There's a list.
So when
on
I
like a
inflict
page
at
or
least
two
1
over it.
damage, I
It
can
can
spend
be
a
like
luck
set of
point to
loaded
make
casino
crit
dice.
causing an
It could
injury.
be like a character wants
So
you
I
to
can
be.
guarantee, even if I graze him, it's a critical hit
Oh
with
my
all of
goodness.
my luck points. I put 10 in luck.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but it makes
I
me
don't-
super
Do
weak.
you mind if I see the book?
What did you take for?
I don't know if you could do that right off the top.
But what did you take for
No, I think
your
you can.
the one?
So I get 3 perks because I get the perk. So I took better crit. So if I do at least 1 point of damage, I can spend a luck point to make it a critical, and that causes an injury. And then
I had one like that for melee attacks.
oh, Paul, I also took Mysterious Stranger. Because I can take it at base level 1. So at the beginning of combat, I tell you that I've spent a luck point, and at some point, you have to tell me he shows up either to attack somebody who attacked me or to attack the person I just attacked. His base stats are in the book.
Yeah.
But if you don't do it by the end of combat, you owe me my point back.
What does reliable do?
I don't know how strong the Mysterious Stranger is in this. In the original, like in the actual game in Fallout 4 and Fallout 3, if he shows up, it's a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, he kills whatever he shoots.
No matter what. It could be a Deathclaw. It could be
Yeah.
like a Merclaw Queen. If he hits them, they die. I don't think, in this one here, he does probably a bunch of damage, but I don't think he...
I think he's basically like Caesar from last time. He shows up and just unloads with a 44.
Paul, you're lucky. At 10 luck points, I can take Ricochet as a perk, but I have to be level 5 to take it. If you have a complication when you're fighting me, I can spend a luck point to make that attack hit you instead.
Yeah,
Ricochet?
basically bounces back.
Oh my god.
I can curve bullets.
I
Basically.
thought about that too,
It's
but I didn't have
disgusting.
the luck, I think. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's a lot to put into luck, but I'm very proud of myself. As a child of Adam, I'm basically faith-based.
Do you have the?
I'm a zealot. I'm walking through the shadow of death. I fear no evil.
Okay, so I got a little out of sorts there for a minute.
Okay.
We have.
Does anyone need this?
Do we need our derived?
Oh,
Stats.
how do you get to health? It's
Here we go.
endurance and
Yeah, that's what Paul is just about to go drive
Okay.
stats. But health
So-
is endurance and luck.
So you have your oh my god, this is such a bitch.
He's only 17 starting out.
well, no, my endurance is real low because it's as low as I can get
I
it.
was looking at perception.
Endurance
Have you
and
ever-
luck.
Have you ever been at a wedding and you try to like
But I
rally
still
people
only
to
have a
take like a
13.
group photo?
Yes.
It's kind of the same thing sometimes. So your carry weight would be the first one, which is equal to 150 pounds plus your strength value times 10. So that's your carry weight.
Say that again. I was
150?
totally paying attention.
150 plus
I know.
strength times 10.
So multiply your
Okay,
strength by
190.
10. And then the next one is your defense. So this is how easy it is for anyone to hit you. If your agility is 8 or less, your defense is 1. If your agility is 9 or higher, your defense is 2. Your initiative is your perception plus your agility. And your health points are your endurance plus your luck.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. So what's your health points?
14.
14.
Damn it.
I know.
What are you at? As a
12?
As a super mutant.
Well, that's still squishy.
Yeah. I'm
Wow,
built for
you
tough.
are so protected
I'm
by
for-
Adam.
They call me tough because it sounds like tough.
And then your melee damage. So if your strength is between 7 and 8, your melee damage is +1. If your strength is between 9 and 10, your melee damage is +2, and if your strength is 11 or higher, your melee damage is +3.
Can we be in the negatives?
Yes. You can always
You
be
can.
in the
Hit
negative.
it with
Nobody else.
spaghetti arms.
Yeah. Boneless army and fighting.
What's funny is I should have actually taken a more in strength because I was actually thinking about doing a melee build because that Brad Sponge is only as good as a melee attack.
But I assume like it would be like
It's
would
melee
be like melee unarmed.
one way or the other. Strength is still something you would need for both wielding a machete and punching somebody with your fists.
But it's a different skill that you're using to attack.
yeah, it
So
actually
it's
says
like-
it actually says melee. So I don't know if that would count as unarmed. I think it would only count with my machete. But it's okay because I have a machete.
Machete.
It's good, but I mean, like I imagine him like glowing fist kind of. Like,
Yeah, like Iron Fist. Yeah.
less like that would make more sense to me than melee. Like
Yeah.
unarmed would actually like I think that fits.
Yeah, I think it's more like along the lines of like when you're like those weird like guys who like lick their blades first, and like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. And you're like, oh, I poisoned that.
Oh, nice.
Solid.
That's fun. So did everybody do their equipment then at this point?
I have.
Oh, I need to know what gas mask is.
That's items, right?
I get 2 rolls on the ammunition
Equipment,
chems
Yeah,
or
that's the stuff
food
that
loot
you,
tables.
I think you just look when you choose.
Oh, you only get
What
get to
we just
choose.
talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose 2 rolls on the. I get to do 2 rolls on the ammunition table. It's part of the synth
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, and I get 2 on food.
And then we all get whatever your tag skills are. Also give you stuff
I forgot about
according to this.
Oh shit!
That shows
Trumpet,
up 3.
nice.
Because I get a trinket. I'm gonna whack someone instead of
Your
some
person.
You chose your trinket as a trumpet.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
You got the ammo table out already?
Oh no, I was just saying nice that he chose the trumpet for his.
Oh yeah. Solid. I hate
That's
that
awesome. It's flamer fuel.
Can we when we're doing our trinket, can we invent a trinket?
Yes, but you don't get a benefit from it.
I do?
You do because you start with
yeah,
one.
because
but
yours-
like,
yeah, if
so
you
we can
choose to-
all have one, but
it just
we don't
doesn't
get a
do it.
benefit.
What's my
Yeah.
benefit? I get a luck point? for
Yeah,
having
you,
it?
you basically
You
like
can
rub it
recharge
like
your
a
You can
genie.
recharge a
and
luck point.
Oh,
Kind of
recharge.
thing.
Yeah, it's a
Like once
recharge
per-
once
kind of
per
thing.
scene probably.
So if I whack someone with my trunket,
Or pull it out and just be like.
that was
Like,
very
luck point back.
good.
like the Green Ranger.
How did he play it through a mask?
yeah, that was really good.
Okay, who needs the ammo table?
I
Rob
do.
does.
All right, I got 2d20. Give it to me,
We got
baby.
2 rolls on this table. 18.
18. You get some 45 rounds. You get 9 plus 4 combat dice.
So do all that.
Ooh, 3
roll all the
faces. So 12, whatever that was.
Faces?
Yeah.
Each face counts as 1.
And you said 9 plus, so I
9
got.
plus.
So it's 12. Well, but what was it? It was 44?
45.
45.
Which is the stuff.
13.
No, 9 plus 3
It's
is
12.
12.
Oh, he said 4 faces.
And then you get one more roll there, Rob.
Yeah, and another roll on ammunition is 13 and 8. So 21.
21 gives you some 38 ammo. You get 10 plus 5 combat dice.
Ooh,
38 ammo.
13.
Do you remember what the stats in the lab coat were? Base stats?
I don't think it gave you anything special other than
Plus 1 to medicine rolls.
it was you get to like re-roll like a failed intelligence test or whatever because you got like extra pockets and just in general having a lab coat makes you feel smarter is what I think is how it's hit in the book. Now, would you take if you had the option for throwing
Yes.
weapons, would you take 4 plus 2 dice worth of throwing knives or 2 plus 1 dice worth of tomahawks? I think I might take the tomahawk.
I was going to say tomahawks.
The tomahawks? was
Tomahawk
really fun
shot
last
with
And
time.
then
a
I might
death
have to
blow.
change my name to Tommy Hawk.
You should name yourself like somebody who's not from Earth,
Nope,
meeting
just
somebody
two.
something like thinking that it's a name. Like again, like from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the alien comes to the planet and he has to go incognito, so he names himself Ford Prefect, which is a type of car in England.
The prefect.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Let's see. Pipe rifle. Oh, so pipe rifle's got a long. Isn't a pipe rifle like already modded then?
If it's
Pipe-
a rifle, then it
Yeah,
has
'cause a
like
pipe
a
gun,
stock and a barrel
It's got
on
a
it already.
Ooh.
Like probably has like a stock, like a butt and a long.
Mhm.
It might not need the long barrel for it to be a rifle. It might just need the. Because I think in the game, like in Fallout 4, as long as you put like a stock on it, it became a rifle.
Yeah, because it's got .38 ammo and a pipe rifle. That's what my thing was.
Machete's rate of fire is 1. 1 machete per round.
Hack.
Slash.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how you use it.
So here we go. So the pipe gun is small guns. It's 3
damage?
3 damage.
I wrote down my
Any effects?
qualities and stuff for the
No
pistol
effects.
on the wrong line.
And range?
Range is close. So C.
And rate is 1, right?
And fire rate is actually 2.
Oh. So 2 bullets per thing?
Yeah. And
Oh,
so
cool.
because it says rifle, that means it has to have a stock mod on it. So let's see. What would you like to put onto it as far as a mod? You can have a full stock, which it gains two-handed, and it removes inaccurate. You weren't inaccurate before.
Okay.
Marksman stock gives you two-handed, removes inaccurate, and gains accurate. Or recoil compensating stock gains two-handed, removes inaccurate, +1 to the fire rate. I think the Marksman stock is probably the best thing on that. So I would put rename it a Marksman's pipe rifle.
So Molotov says that it's skill, or what does it say? It says that it's doesn't say skill. It says like, I forget what the term it uses, but it says explosives.
Mhm.
So like, if I were to use a Molotov, would you want me to use the explosive skill, or would you want me to use throwing? So I can put down the target number.
Oh, I gotcha.
I was going to use the explosive skill. Or I guess
I'm gonna say explosives.
it's the same. Well, it
Explosive?
would be a bit better for me to use throwing.
And then
I
like,
find sometimes it depends on what you're doing. Though.
Mhm.
Like it's like sometimes this is like it's a hard one because like sometimes like I think the example that happened in the last campaign was like you were trying to throw something far.
So I was
you-
able
Like
to
now it's not
strength.
explosives. That's your strength, or that's or that's more based on your throwing ability than it is on your knowledge of explosives. You're just trying to throw something far.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a weird one that I have. But I think more often it's going to fall under explosives.
'Cause
than it will
yeah,
under
and then
other
what
types.
about the other like the special ability that you're pairing with it?
Yeah.
Would that be like strength or agility?
So again, so typically it's I think it's more often agility when you're throwing something.
Unless you want to throw it really
And then
far.
you're trying to throw it really far. So I think sometimes there will be examples. I think that the target number that's written down there is like your default. Like it's going to be this. But
Yeah.
sometimes we might choose to
Yeah.
do something that's a little different, and I might have to change it. But I think that's where it's going to fall into most often.
All right, cool.
All right. Are we good on our equipment?
Just need
Yeah.
a baseball bat.
I'm writing some stuff
Baseball
down.
bat. Okay, no rush. We got baseball bat for baseball bat is a melee weapon. The damage is 4. That's fun.
Nice. That's more dangerous than my gun.
It'd be 4
No
plus 2
damage
though.
effects. Yeah, and it also gets your strength bonus on it too.
Strength bonus.
Oh, melee damage.
So you would do 6 with that. With the bat.
6 damage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Bob was dishing it out last time because he had like I think a +3 from his.
If I were you, I'd
Strength.
still write 4 and then put +2 because you might change melee damage, or if I upgrade your weapon, you might.
It has no damage effects.
Okay.
It's physical. Its qualities are two-handed. And that's really all you need right now.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll need some nails and a hammer.
Yeah, right? I think you can mod it in a whole bunch of fun ways. There are all kinds of different things that you can do to your thing. So a baseball bat can take 1 mod. It can be barbed, spiked, sharp, chain wrapped, or bladed.
Plus, you could find an aluminum one, and an aluminum one does 1 more damage than a regular one.
I was hoping when you were saying the mod, you were going to say spiked, barbed wire, blue. You know, mod it. You gotta paint it, personalize it.
It's valid.
You can
If
actually,
you're-
I think, change the color
Yeah,
of it
yeah.
before.
If you're an orc,
You get like a red wood one or a black one.
All right.
It doesn't change its effects. Just
It
it's
looks
look.
good.
Yeah.
the
Get a red
next
one doesn't look like it's covered in blood. But it
thing-
is.
So we did. We created our characters and stuff. Now, when we did the Player's Choice Awards, as we were working up towards that from the last campaign, I made up a list of these special items that we could choose from in order to. It just gives you an extra little bit for your character now, but I think it also has a bit of a nostalgic value for the things that we did in the last game. Right, so I made this list, and it all has relevance to things, and I think it will all make sense. So I'm going to go on to WhatsApp right now, and I'm going to put this list onto our WhatsApp channel so we can all see it.
My phone's dead.
My phone's dead too.
I have one printed out. It's good.
My phone's broken.
WhatsApp's jokes on Paul.
I almost did that earlier when it was like, I'm going to be able to.
So I made a list of items that were inspired by things from our last campaign. So magazines that were found, items that we had, just all kinds of fun things like that. So I've uploaded the list to our WhatsApp channel, but I also have a printout here if we can't look at it. So the items are, there is bottles of wine, as per Cohen.
Bottles?
But it's 1 + 2 combat dice.
Okay.
Bottles of wine, yeah. So bottles of wine, bed rolls.
Nice.
There's 3 of them available. So in that case, like 3 people could choose a bottle. Like everything else, yeah. So I'm gonna go in order.
Where did it go?
I have an order written out. But like items that there's only one of them available for, like only one person gets to choose them. So we got the bed rolls. We got a bag of food, which
the trickle down is supposed to help the lower class.
By Sasha and carrying that. There's a lab coat. I do have 1 dose of 7 C's on the list.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
We have a boxing glove. That was for Bob's power fist. We have a serrated combat knife inspired by Castro's serrated sword. We have 6 + 2 combat dice of 44 rounds from Caesar. 1 portion of Brahmin meat.
That's what happened to
Just out of nowhere.
Tell me again where Sasha went.
I hope he sleeps still because I'm putting a rat trap between your legs.
1 portion of Mirelurk meat. 1 + 1 combat dice doses of Psycho. An issue of La Fantoma. 1 random issue of Live and Love. And 1 random issue of Wasteland Survival Guide. So here's the overall list. The other list is on the channel.
So we all get everything on the list?
Nope. Nope. Not. I am paying attention.
I get the serrated combat.
But I have a list. I have an order that we're going to go through. So I'm actually going to give Matt the first choice off of that list. You get to choose one thing.
Serrated combat knife.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
that
shit!
one.
He took his knife. The thing I wanted to get.
There it is. So you get to add that onto your item list. Number 2 would be Kirk. You get 1 choice off of that list.
I'll take a boxing glove.
All right, Kirk gets a boxing glove, so you can write that onto your.
Thing is, it only fits on one of your appendages.
Yeah, I know.
Anyone.
That's a weird thing to put on your foot. But...
Yes, your foot. Tom. Ooh. Tom also gets 1 choice off of that list.
All right.
A coxing glove.
All right. I take 3 bed rolls. Nobody else can have any.
No, you get 1 bed roll.
No. I'll take. Can a lab coat go over your tough clothing?
No.
No, I don't.
It's considered the clothing, right?
Yeah,
it's actually considered an outfit.
Is an outfit. Yeah. So
you can't even.
I'll take the random issue of Wasteland Survival Guide.
Nice.
That's why I
love
was putting
magazines.
I didn't get one last time.
James is next. He gets.
I was
1
just
choice.
looking at that. I was like, do I take a magazine?
I probably would have to roll for it.
I'll do 1 + 1 combat dice of Psycho.
Wow.
He's taking his
drugs. He turns to drugs again.
I think this is a problem he has in real
1.
life, not in the game.
1. So you get 2 doses of Psycho. Robert is next. You and James actually get 2 choices.
I will take
whole
the
system is
issue,
corrupt.
a 1 random issue of Live and Love.
Okay.
I'll have to roll to see what that is later.
So is that which
It's one of the magazines.
Yeah, no, but which one did you take, Thom?
I took the Wasteland Survival Guide. I don't know which random issue I got though.
Okay, so then James, you get to make another choice.
I'll do La Fantoma.
Okay, and then Robert, you get to make another choice.
Seven Seas works on robots, but I can rewrite it for people who don't have flames coming out of their asses.
Yeah. I'll take the. Did anyone take the 44 rounds?
No.
I'll just take the 44 rounds.
All right, there you go.
6 + 2 CD.
And that's it. So I divvied up the choices based on the awards that were won.
744.
So for every
6
award
plus-
that was won, you got a choice
6
off
plus-
of the choices.
I'm gonna roll a
Very
d20 and
nice.
see what issue of Live and Love I get. A 13. Beware the manhandler. The group AP pool may contain 1 AP more than the normal size for one scene.
Oh, cool.
Not bad.
Can you do the Wasteland Survival Guide?
And then La Fantoma after that.
Laugh at Thomas, yeah, one issue.
The Laugh and Tone
Oh, it's just
one, I
one
think,
issue?
is just
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so there's only one type.
it's like something to do
like
with
sneaking
sneak.
around.
Oh,
17.
17 is.
can I just take a bedroll instead then?
Self-defense secrets.
I feel like you made your decision.
Gain
Then
1
you take a
defense
roll.
against a melee attack. Just a melee attack. That's weird.
One defense against.
A melee attack. It doesn't say if it's just once per se, just 1 melee attack.
At any time.
Yeah, so
Any-
basically,
anywhere.
if somebody's coming at me with a machete, I'm just like, no, magazine.
Once.
Have you seen this book?
Yeah.
Have you heard the word?
Which is really
I think
weird
it's
to
once
think
per
of-
scene, isn't it, that you can use your magazine unless you choose to take it as a perk?
Well, yeah, but then how does it affect, like, when you take it as a perk?
And I think it would be once per combat, I would guess.
What's it say?
It literally just says once.
Which one did he get?
He got
Like,
the 16 to
look.
18 self-defense.
+1 defense against melee. Yeah, so I think that you would just permanently have +1 defense against melee attacks.
I agree with you, James. That's fine.
If like you took the thing as a
if you
perk,
learned it as a
yeah,
concept.
like a consistent.
Talking about butt. You can't even lie.
Butt stuff.
Which kind of makes sense because it's like you deflecting like melee attacks.
Yeah, you
It
read the
doesn't-
book and you learn how to be better at self-defense.
Hold on. Okay, I'm immune.
What's on the last page?
Plus one.
Wait,
it's
wait.
only
Imagine-
melee too, so it's not unarmed. And
Imagine,
it's not
though,
ranged.
You had 2 defense, and then you had that. Then you'd have 3 defense against melee. That'd
That's
be
insane.
you would like never get hit.
Never.
Yeah, somebody could like literally walk up to you, like full on, like just stab you in the gut, and you're like, you missed. It went through my belly button, out my back hole. Sounds stupid.
Sweet. So those are our characters. The one thing that I would like when we get down to like next time we record, we'll actually be getting into the Winter Battle campaign. I'd be interested to know how the synths know each other, or if they're aware of each other.
Whoa! You think all synths know each other? What they all
I'm
act
wondering-
like?
Racist.
I'm wondering
Wow.
if they do. I'm wondering if they
Wow.
do. I mean, they all look the same to me, so maybe they know
Oh,
each other.
snap. You heard it here, folks.
It's 2023.
Wow.
I can say anything.
I don't know if that's.
So yeah, I don't know if you're aware of each other. Like if you're more so, like everybody knows that you're a synth, but like, are we aware that you're a synth? Is he aware that you're a synth? Do you guys pick up on these things? That's just like
That's why he took
nobody
my rolls
knows.
on the
When
food
we
and
notice
beverage
he's
chart.
not eating,
What
and my
did you tell
intelligence
me?
is so low that I'll
Wonder
never
synth
notice
powers
that you're not
activate.
eating. Like,
Form up
not
how?
eating.
We shocked each
At
other.
one point, Tom was considering being a synth too. I'm like, holy cow, half the
Is he
group
not a
is
synth?
Now, how funny
No,
would
he
it
went with
be
the children's
if
Adam.
I actually talked to him
Oh.
behind our backs, and that me choosing that role was actually a ruse, and I'm actually a hidden synth amongst that character?
I
Jokes.
honestly wouldn't doubt it because you said you already have a plan for your character going forward, like what he's gonna do. So like
And then he
this
came in and said he
plan
didn't
has
have a
to
plan.
have no bearing on
I'm
what
a
your origin
dude
is.
disguised as a dude playing another dude.
Yeah, but then he listened to himself talking as a lady and realized
Yeah, I
he
was
didn't want to deal with that.
I was going to go androgynous for my character gender, and then I was going to do a woman, and then I was like, no, my Southern Belle is not up to
You
this.
don't have to be
I
a
thought it was
Southern woman.
fantastic.
That's all I know! I can't do another woman. Watch. I do declare.
That's the only one I got. My stars, my heavens. I
Yeah.
only got so many taglines.
Heavens to Murgatory.
Alright.
3 kids. Whoever put an S in
the
the
only
list
other
is an
thing
asshole.
I can do anything.
Before we get into the next session, is think about, for those of us that are familiar with Fallout, I'm not as familiar with it.
I don't know anything. I have a baseball bat.
Ready to go.
The
Grab a
geography
swatch
of the
light.
world kind of matters a little bit. Like, it's a very open world concept to the campaign, so there might be like keep in mind where your character came from. The session's going to start with us traveling to Diamond City, arriving at Diamond City. So where did you guys come from? Are you from Diamond City returning? Are you from another neighboring area?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Understand
Gotcha.
where you're
Okay.
from.
Need that
From
new
Niagara
map.
Falls.
That's that. Also,
Canada?
there's that. Look at that map. Isn't that beautiful?
Is that
Greg brought me that.
Is that the thing?
Commonwealth National Park.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's from Fallout 4. That's got every location.
Wow.
Whoa! I need a picture of that.
That's sick.
Send me
Yeah.
a picture of that so I can decide where
Yeah,
it's
it's
from.
the-
That's where you start. That's the Vault 11.
Yeah,
the
Vault
Sanctuary
111
is
and
the first place you
Sanctuary.
go
Yep.
to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Red
where
Rocket.
are we starting relative to that map? North of
Basically,
it?
dead center of the map,
Yeah,
pretty much.
realistically, you're
Yeah.
at Diamond
Diamond
City.
City is fed with the old.
Well, didn't you say we're heading to Diamond City?
Well, you're literally arriving at
Good
Diamond
neighbor.
City.
At
You're-
Diamond City.
I have to head to Diamond Good Neighbor.
Do they have baguettes?
Hive of scum and villainy.
So
Winter is coming in.
Are we
my
playing
God.
in that map?
Yeah, realistically, we'll be in that map because at the beginning we're in Diamond City. I can't imagine us traveling that far out. Like,
So
Trying to
we
sex me
theoretically could go to Nuka World.
yeah,
My guy.
Let's go. I want to go to Nuka World.
Well, there we have it, friends. Our party is assembled. We have kind of a motley crew of characters. We've got a synth with a failed kill switch, accompanied by a robot dog. Another synth of lawful good kind of alignment. We've got a super mutant, a psycho pyromaniac vault dweller, and a lucky, very lucky child of Adam. On the best of days, I cannot even guess what these guys are going to get into. But we're going to find out. The next episode drops on December 8th, and we'll be diving right into the Winter of Adam campaign with the train job. So we'll see you next time on the Bobblehead Boys.